Hi, Virgo. It's Angela, Grounded Dreamers. And here we are. We're going to do your July 2022 general reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if this isn't July when you're watching it, or if you're not a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, it's okay too. These soul guidance readings are meant for sort of eternal guidance, choosing little parts of ourselves, little facets and bits of ourselves that we can focus on, call to attention, and transform and end up, growing and healing from the attention that we put on these inner facets of our being. And we keep going on there. The guidance is here, intuitively guided. I draw in the energy of Virgo before the camera comes on. And, primarily that's what I have in mind and on my heart when I pull these cards. So for those of you who are a Virgo and it is July, this is definitely meant for you. Okay. So we pulled from the Oracle deck this time is the Goddess Love deck. And the card I got for you, Virgo, is Wildness and Freedom. This is like, let go and let be, like bring it all up and out. Go in the direction that your heart wants you to. I love this, especially for like a summer vibe. We just had the solstice. We're getting ready to move into the summer months fully, and, let it out, let it shine, right? Okay, let's pull down here and get to these Zen cards and see what the guidance is as it pertains to your personal and spiritual wildness and freedom. All right, your starting point is laziness. So this isn't that you're lazy, but this is kind of saying, you know what, you've accomplished a lot so far. You've gotten to a certain point. You've achieved a lot. And you've rested on your laurels for a little bit, right? You've been able to absorb, or maybe this is the point that you're at, that you're going to start to absorb all that you've achieved and how much growth you've made personally, spiritually, and in your world, in your persona as well. And you get to kind of, tap into that and kind of go, you know what, I did all this and here I am. But now what's next, right? Now I'm gonna go wild for a little bit, right? You did all the work's all behind you, and now there's just ease and flow. Now it's like, let me follow my heart for a minute, right? Let me follow my heart for a little bit. So, and see where that leads me, right? We'll get back to being constructive and planning things out and achieving my goals in a little bit. But right now I'm going to take a pause. I'm going to literally rest on my laurels and let it go. Let myself flow forward. Internally, the card that supports this energy of being able to sort of sit on all your riches and let yourself be is playfulness. Yeah. I mean, how much does that go with wildness and freedom? There's this is within you. This is an energy that's within you that kind of gets, you know what? I did a lot to get here. Whatever that is. This could be the point of your evolution that you're on, or literal achievement, at work with a career goal or a project or a relationship or raising your children to the adult age. I did that. I achieved it. Now it's time for some me fun. I can feel the need to really, bust out and start to just express myself freely and be my full self. And this is kind of building up within you. So you have this sense that it's kind of time to let loose. Not to a point where you're being, unreliable or irresponsible, but really to let some of that flavor that makes up who you are, let it out and let it come to play. In your external world, this causes a breakthrough. This causes a personal breakthrough in your self-empowerment chakra, right? In your third chakra. This is like, here I am. Okay. I work hard. I work as hard as anyone else. I've achieved a lot. Now it's a little time for some self-expression and fun. Now it's time for me to be able to, let loose. And this, and it's coming. It's coming. That breakthrough is like, you know, goes along with that wild freedom vibe pretty much. And it's a good thing. You know, sometimes we contain things and hold things in place just to be strong for others, or to be the leader in that project that we've achieved, or, you know, we want to hold things firm and be real steady. And especially as an earth sign for you guys, it's a really big part of who you are. You know, be that mountain that everyone relies on, or whatever. Be that workhorse, be that dedicated soul. But yeah, you got to have some fun too. You got to let loose at some point. And I kind of feel now's a good time, right? Okay, let's go back down. Now this card here is going to be the key to moving forward. And this level of cards up here is the after having moved forward, right? Moving to another level of consciousness, or another, you know, space of being. But this card here is the pivot. This is the one that takes you there, and that we got guidance. So this is you following your spirit. Follow it and see where it leads, because you got a lot done. You know, you'll get a lot done again in the future, but for the time being, you know, maybe for a couple of weeks, maybe take a vacation and go wherever your heart has always wanted to go, or a staycation, and stay home and do nothing but, you know, whatever it is you like to do, paint and draw and read and talk to friends, and, you know, whatever it is that you enjoy, but follow your inner guide as you move forward. Now, when you get to this upper level here of awareness, oh yeah, look at that. So the place you land after having said, yep, I achieved a lot, but I got to let some of that go and have some fun. I'm going to go and let my heart's desire take over, follow my inner guidance. This will have a healing effect on you, body, mind, and soul, on all aspects of you, because you're just the act of dropping the duty. And I said duty. Sorry, I used to tease my kids like that, but sorry. Just the act of dropping those, you know, expected processes and tasks and achievements from yourself. Drop that for a minute and let things flow the way they want to. Making that decision right there is healing for all of you, for your mental acuity as well. It gives you that rest. Let myself flow in the natural way that I'm meant to, right? Let me, I don't know, if you are, maybe you're an accountant and you're very serious in your work, and you know, get everything done and you're very good at it, and you in and out, day and out, you know, day in, day out, but you also really love to sing, and you don't really find a lot of time for singing because you're so busy with the numbers, right? This is the time to sing, right? And it will heal your soul, and it will relax your mind. And then that more dutiful side of you will kind of like, oh, give me a break. Let me go out to play for a minute. Then you get back to the dedicated person, you know, that you are so proud of, you know, this laziness that you've been able to, this actual point of achievement that's depicted in the laziness card that you've been able to get to. So it all has a healing effect. It's stay with the flow of your heart. Really important. Whatever makes you feel good and rises, you know, your boat to the surface, do more of that right now. Internally and within you, that supports this healing card is this sense of ripeness. This is the knowledge of knowing the time is right. And, you know, so say this is because you're so dedicated to your project, you know, you need to have a little bit of fun and wild time and freedom, but you got to kind of plan for it, right? Because of the nature of who you are. You want to schedule that in. So you'll know, but, you know, maybe go intuitively with that and kind of go, you know, I think after the 3rd week of July, I'm going to feel a little more rested. I'll plan my fun then, or whatever. This may be part of what you need to do in order to let this stuff release. But this could also be the reverse. Like once you've just gone for it and let that freedom out and let that wild side out and left your tasks behind temporarily, you may know when it's time to step back into your more serious shoes. right? You may know, okay, that was really great. And I felt that flow. I feel a little more relaxed now and a little more released. And now when I reapply myself to my, structured life, I feel looser in it. And I feel like I can achieve more that way, which is a great thing too. And then the overall vibe for this reading, the card that kind of, sits above all of it, is the sense of adventure. And I love how that goes with this, wild and free kind of a vibration. And keep in mind too, this card is depicting, this child stepping toward that rainbow world. It's in the middle of this dark forest, and then she sees this light that she just needs to go toward, and she knows it. Doesn't really know what's there and doesn't know what to expect, but she's going for it anyway. And that is the perfect description of being wild and free. Go for it. Just go for it. And you're never going to get to where you're so wild and free that, you can't contain it anymore. I think you've got enough structure, and you've achieved enough to know, it's time to play. It's time to play, just for a little while, maybe just for the month of July, or maybe just for a few days. But trust me, it will have a healing effect. It will release, that it'll unlock that flow that's within you, that is heart-led, that, many of us want to always be guided by our heart, but we can't always do it. Sometimes our mind has to take over, and, our other aspects of ourself have to take over. But you got this. This is going to be fun. I hope that some of you actually take heed of this guidance, because we could all use a little fun right now, I think. And, being called to wildness is probably one of the more fun readings I've done. So it's wonderful. So I hope this works for you guys. Thank you for being here, Virgo. And I'll see you really soon.